Hello, it is Direct Mail, Monday, September 23rd, 2024. Steve Sipress here, and I've shown some examples from this company over the months and the years here on Direct Mail Monday episodes. But we have a stark contrast and improvement over the last few months. So here is the mailing we received to a June event from this local healthcare provider, this Archwell Health. And apparently every month or two or three or whatever, they seem to have an open house. And I say this over and over, when you're having an open house, the focus of all your marketing is simply, what do you got to do to get people to show up at the open house? Not what do you got to do to get people to become a client or a patient or a member or a customer, whatever it is to your business. That's a big mistake. You won't have as many people at your event. You've got to just promote the event, the event, the event, the event. And so what will get people to show up? So the headline from the June 10th event, keeping our community safe, hate to break it to you, not going to get anyone to show up. Okay, nobody said, man, what I want most of all is to join us for our June health. I want to go to a health fair that's all about keeping our community safe. That's what I want. And then the copy reads, our community of older adults is getting together to chat about area safety resources with first responders. Boy, that just sounds, and then it says, and we hope you can join the fun. Does that sound like fun? It sounds like a barrel of laughs. Like getting together to chat about area safety resources with first responders. You can meet the care team, enter to win a prize, and learn how we're helping people in your community get the most out of life. Like, none of that is going to get people to show up, or you'll get a very few people to show up. And you probably get 10 times or 20 times the people to show up if you do things right. And so, enter to win a prize. Well, tell me what the prize is. So on the back they do. It's a pillow. You can win a pillow. Doesn't say what the value is. Is it a $20 pillow, a $100 pillow, whatever? Tell me what the value is, and then the bullet points say visit with the care team, and where is it? And enjoy some tasty snacks, and enter to win a prize, tour the activity center, blah, 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 blah. So practically a complete failure of marketing. Now in September, I was impressed because they made a couple of improvements. Now most of it is identically failing. It's all the same. But this one is, the headline here is meet our providers. That's a little better than keeping our community safe, period, which is simply about you. You know, you've got to put yourself in all the marketing you do for an event or anything else. You got to put yourself in the shoes of your ideal target, who? The person you want to buy from you, or to click on your email, or to read your social media post, or watch your video, or give you a call, or set an appointment, or buy your thing, or come to your event, or whatever it is. It's not about you. You're keeping our community safe. It's not about the reader. It's about what you do. So this one, at least, is about the reader. Meet our providers. Now, I will say, I don't know many people that say my favorite thing to do, if I just could do anything in the world, it would be to meet healthcare providers. That's just, I love that more than anything. So please put that on the headline. Now, I will say the image portrays like maybe I would like to meet this provider. She seems very happy and pleasant and caring, and she's taking care of this guy. And, you know, so maybe people that are in pain, or they had a bad experience with their current doctor or whatever, and they're looking for a new one, and she looks kind of nice, and I'd like to meet some providers. But it's not an effective headline to get people to show up to an event or to do anything, really, but the copy is a little bit better. Check it out. Instead of our community of older adults getting together to chat about area safety resources with first responders, yuck, and we hope you can join the fun, even though that's the furthest thing from fun I've ever heard, or maybe not the furthest, but no fun there. Our community of older adults is getting together for a nacho bar. Ah, now suddenly that sounds like fun. And meet and greet with our providers. All right, not as much fun, but I'll put up with that for the nacho bar. We hope you can join us. Take a tour, meet the team, enter to win a prize. Only this one is not a pillow, which could be relative to the place. It's a healthcare place, right? So let's give them a pillow because that's got to do with our business. Like the prize, the gift when somebody comes to your event doesn't have to have anything to do with what you do as a business or what the event is about. It has to do with what do you think is going to get them to show up. And this one, good job. You could win a smart TV. Now, they didn't say the value. Again, the pillow could be $20, $100. The TV could be $100, could be $1,000, could be $10,000. I'm guessing it's not a 75-inch state-of-the-art $6,000, $8,000 TV, or hopefully they'd be smart enough to say so. But no matter what its value is, they ought to say so instead of just say enter to win a prize. This mailing should be all about the nacho bar, the prize, the music, whatever the fun is, and save all these bullet points about how, we have same-day telehealth appointments. Save that nonsense, not nonsense, save that stuff for when people show up at the event. Then you want to have highly trained, highly motivated salespeople to present these bullet points and all kinds of other things that are great about the place to get people to take the next step. Maybe it's come in for a one-on-one appointment and a tour. Maybe it's to actually sign up and become a patient or a client or whatever it is to this place. But one step at a time, get people to show up. You're not selling them your product or service. You're getting them to show up at your event. I give you they're sort of part way there. Got a long way to go. This could still be improved by thousands of %. And you can get on my calendar, by the way. You can, for a brief conversation where I can help you to improve any of your advertising, marketing, and sales. I'll do it in a brief call, although just a brief call is all it would take to 10 or 20 times the results from this thing. My calendar is availability is at my website, aigrowthwizards.com, aigrowthwizards.com. You don't have to talk about AI and growing your business like crazy. You can just talk about anything at all with advertising, marketing, and sales, even if you're just in survival mode and you don't want to grow. You just want to kind of not go under, which is a goal of lots of companies recently, because we all know it's been a really crappy time for business over the past few years with no end in sight. Speaking of which, I want to give you an example. On social media, I saw somebody criticizing the powers that be, whoever's behind the installing Kamala Harris candidate. Obviously, it's not herself. That they put people into her political event by hosting a concert with a top best-selling celebrity giving a free concert, and then you have the political speeches. And they were like, oh, see, Trump doesn't need that. Trump gets people to show up without all that. Like, first of all, who gives a rip? That's the same nonsense that get people to do crap like this. I hear from businesses that don't get it all the time for decades. They're like, Steve, well, we don't want to do that stuff, Steve. I'm sure everything you say works, but we don't want people showing up at our health center because they could win a TV or get a nacho bar. We want them showing up because we got great doctors and great health care, whatever. And like, well, then enjoy your great doctors and great health care with practically no patients, because that's not how you do marketing. You just want to get people to show up because you want to think what's going to get them to show up. And ain't nobody showing up to see a Kamala Harris. I mean, months ago she was, universally understood that she was the least popular vice president in history, according to every single poll, the most inept candidate ever, who got zero vote, dropped out before the voting even began when she ran for president last time, but now suddenly the propaganda machine is kicked up and suddenly she's some kind of whiz-bang great thing. No, she's not. Nobody would come see her. Nobody would listen to her not answer any questions and say the same meaningless drivel all the time and not giving people a real idea, even though, if you don't know, real idea of how she would continue the destruction of the country that's been going on for years, that would continue, but no one's showing up for that. For Trump, sure, they'll show up for the Trump show because he's crazy and you never know what's going to happen or what he's going to say or whatever. Plus, it's a big confirmation bias event, right? People that dress the same, think the same, wearing the red, white, and blue and the MAGA hats and the this and that, whatever. They all want to show up and be together with people. But Trump is not like any other politician. People are not showing up for a Trump show. They showed up for Obama. He was a messiah was exciting. No one's showing up for Kamala Harris. So what do? You either have an empty place or you say, I know, let's get people to show up for a free concert. Well, the same thing here. Nobody's showing up to meet the providers. Nobody's showing up because you're keeping the community safe and they want to chat about safety resources with first responders. Nobody's showing up for that. Like, find out what'll get people to show up. Do they want a smart TV and a nacho bar? I'm guessing they want that a lot more than they want to chat about area safety resources. I hope you get it. You're on the right track. And without my help, this place continues to improve, and you improve your marketing, whether it's for an event or anything else, or any communication. Again, emails, phone calls, social media posts, all of it. Put yourself in the shoes of your prospect, your ideal target. Who? The person you want to do business with you. What do they want to take the next step, to click on your email, to come to your event, to whatever? It isn't because of I know you'd like it to be because your company is so great, but you got to make it because of what they want, and that doesn't have to be relative at all to your company. It has to be relative to them. What do they want? So they do a little better job here, but they're not promoting it tremendously. I had to really kind of look at the fine print to say, what is the prize? And the fact that there's a nacho bar, well, what does that really mean? Unlimited this, that, whatever, all the fixing. I mean, come on now. Get people to show up. That's step one in sales and marketing. Get people to show up for the sales call. Give them whatever you got to give them to show up, and then have highly trained and skilled salespeople there to close the deal. That's it. Those are the two steps. Get them to show up, close the deal. That'll do it for Direct Mail Monday, September 23rd, 2024. Hope this works for you. Again, if you want to talk to me, go to AIGrowthWizards.com, and that'll do it for today. Hope to see you back here again tomorrow on Topical Tuesday with some more business building tips based on something that's in the news. I'll catch you then.